Oh. Okay, so this is the Day of the Devs. We got Cuphead stuff. Devolver Digital's also on. Devolver Digital will be interesting because they always get wild at their shows. Yeah, I kind of want to take a break and get a drink, but also now I'm already in. Available now. Okay, just Cuphead Physical Edition. Collector's Edition. Okay, I mean, I played Cuphead when it came out. Cuphead was a lot of fun. It's a really good game.
Hi everybody and welcome to the Day of the Dead Digital Showcase. Thanks to Jeff Keighley for having us be part of his Summer Games Fest. And thank you to all of you, the millions of people watching out. Millions of people? God, that can't be right. This thing has really grown since it started 10 years ago here in San Francisco. Day of the Devs was a idea.
Do we have millions of people watching?
And their friends at IM8bit to put on a show that really celebrated video games and focused on the fans and the developers and brought them together to meet and celebrate games. It started as a live event here in San Francisco where we had developers showing their games where people could play them and also listen to music and eat food and drink, and it was really just a festival of amazing creativity and a very inspiring event. And
Devolver does make really cool stuff. They always like publish. They find like really unique concepts and always publish them,
from around the world can enjoy all
which is really nice.
We had a record number of submissions this year, more people wanting to be part of Day of the Devs than any year previously, and we have more world premieres today than ever before.
Oh, we got some world premieres.
Hope you're excited.
That's what we like to say.
Without further ado, enjoy Day of the Devs. Digital Showcase.
Okay.
That would be effects on that. It still sound good.
I'm pleased to introduce a brand new game from a team that is near and dear to my heart. This is from Greg Lobanoff and the team at Wishes Unlimited, who made incredible games like Wandersong and Chicory. Here's their new title, Beastie Ball.
Beastie Ball. And some of these will be like interesting to keep an eye on, because again, we do a lot of indie games here, don't we? So.
Hi, I'm Greg Lobanov, and I am bouncing off the walls excited to finally tell you what my friends and I have been working on together ever since Chicory came out a couple years ago. Introducing Beastie Ball.
That looks cute. It's like town-based volleyball.
Turn-based RPG where you coach a team of beasties to play Beastie Ball, which is kind of like volleyball. You play as this customizable coach character, and you can explore this huge open world, recruiting all kinds of beasties to your team.
I like the art style and stuff. It's cute. I like it.
Then you can challenge
Devolver also makes great. Yeah, their presentations are always wild. So I'm looking forward to see what they do.
Beasties are highly social creatures that evolved to play sports. In their natural wild state, they're constantly playing Beastie Ball to build friendships, to settle disputes, or just to have fun. When beasties play together, they actually become friends with one another.
I need a game to settle disputes, you know? Whenever I have an argument with someone, I should just like 1v1 me on the Rift, you know? Whoever wins
But whether they become besties
is right.
or rivals or partners or sweethearts, they'll get some kind of unique
Might makes
combo
right.
ability that only that pair of beasties can do, which can turn the tide in a really tough match.
So with this game, we really wanted to emphasize the beasties' agency as living creatures. They're doing
Honestly more interested in that than the game show. Yeah, the whatever crazy thing Devolver does. Maybe they'll, I don't know, maybe they'll kill multiple people on stage, we'll see.
To spend time with the ones that you care about and be
Build the Xbox show stalker. I mean, you can hold out hope. We'll see. We should maybe make a bingo card for what we expect to see at the Xbox showcase. I think that is on the 11th. The 10th or the 11th is the Xbox showcase, so we will watch that.
A really wonderful bunch of concept artists and spending a lot of time on each design. All the beasties have a range of colors and sizes, and their poses and animations are all hand-drawn, which gives us lots of opportunity to express their personalities and their different ways of moving.
To help give each beastie that personality, we've been doing unique voices for them. Each one can express a range of emotions, and we've had a lot of fun performing that. But it's not all just friendships and rainbows. This game is about sport.
Please tell me they actually have one of the animals just be a dog that they've just recorded.
until one day when the Beastie Ball League shows up and starts tearing down the preserve to build a stadium. Your only way to stop the construction is to rise all the way to the top of the Beastie Ball League.
Right from the start,
See, they're winning me over by just showing dogs.
all the ranked teams on your map. You decide where to go, who to challenge, and in what order. And every time you defeat a ranked coach, the other ranked coaches become stronger. So no matter which way you go, you'll have a tough and exciting rise to the top.
We're so excited to finally reveal this. It's a really special project for us. And if Beastie Ball looks cool to you too, then please check us out at beastieballgame.com.
Okay.
We're going to be revealing a crowdfunding campaign very, very soon, and we'd love to have your support. Thanks very much.
I'll keep an eye on
We
Beastie
can't
Ball.
wait to talk to you more about Beastie
Looks cute.
Ball.
They also showed dogs, so if there's dogs voice acting in this game, I'm in.
Heart Machine's follow-up title,
Oh,
in the Hyperlight universe,
Hyperlight.
you'll assume the role of a mercenary with some serious skills. You'll be entering the Overgrowth.
This'll be cool. This'll hopefully be really
open
good.
world with everything from lush rolling hills to deep labyrinths. They'll be comprised of both handcrafted
Oh, sorry,
and
that was my chair.
procedural elements. Just
Did not
at
sound good.
high levels. Like its predecessor, it'll be chock full of secrets and lore, sure to satisfy even the most curious explorer. You'll face off against enigmatic
You know what? I need a
enemies
second camera on me that I
armed
can
with
switch
an
to
arsenal of weapons that
every
you've
like
crafted from
4
spoils
seconds
of
to keep people's
previous battles.
attention.
And for those
I should do
diehard
that.
fans that have been eagerly awaiting its release, we have some never-before-seen sneak peeks. This is Hyper Light Breaker.
Hello, I'm Alex, creative
Oh, I
director,
was hoping to see some
and
gameplay.
We're making Hyperlight Breaker.
Okay, here we go. I mean, hopefully this will be really
Hyperlight
good.
Breaker is a huge,
It
stylish,
looks.
bloody game. As is our MO, it's a game that's vivid but bleak, with a crumbling world.
It looks
brutal
interesting.
and beautiful.
Again, Hyperlight. All the Hyperlight games have been really good so
It's
far.
a major landmark for us, and the first of its kind. An open world game where you never return to the same world twice. You could say it's a mix of incredible open world games like Breath of the Wild, distilled into the format of a roguelike such as Dead Cells or Hades. You can play alone or with friends cooperatively online.
Okay.
Breaker's narrative will be presented fully through visual
So it's kind of like Risk of Rain 2.
discover and decipher the mystery of this world and lost land from long ago.
I think if you can play with friends, it'll be a really fun game.
Loaded with dangerous creatures, razor
He did say you can play with friends, so
vast overgrown wilderness, long dead civilizations, and new discoveries.
think he said
in a
that.
Mysterious, vibrant, yet horribly ominous atmosphere. Each biome in the world is different, with unique dangers, set pieces, and stories of their own. There will be massive bosses to take down in an open structure, with dangerous, unique, and challenging sub-bosses scattered throughout runs. You'll pick up new gear, make new builds, unlock new characters, upgrade your equipment as you bring back more and more materials from runs.
you get little checkpoints.
We've learned so much from our
Just
previous
typical
games,
roguelike
building
stuff.
amazing tech and a deep well of knowledge and experience as a team.
But the gameplay doesn't fit the mood the dude wants
All
to
that
give it.
incredible work, and we're excited to have you experience it for yourself.
I think it probably will play like the way he's describing it. Kind of Breath of the Wild, maybe not. Maybe not the way to describe it.
More information on the game as we come closer and closer to early access later this year.
The audio on this like video presentation is like really quiet. I don't know if it's just.
And now, in
I've got it
true
maxed
Game
out.
Devs fashion, we're traveling halfway around the globe to Transylvania to bring you a game that is not what you expect. From developer Stone Skip and publisher IM8bit Presents, I'm thrilled to bring you a world premiere title that is not only
World premiere.
relaxing and enjoyable, it's chill and vibey. Let that anxiety go while you play Simpler Times.
Simpler Times. World premiere. Okay. I will say all these indie game presentations have the most indie
And I'm Dragoš of Stoneskip Studio.
like style
We are a
possible.
small team from
For like
Transylvania
the
and
presentation of the videos.
interactive experiences. Our first game, Simpler Times, sheds light to the beauty of the ordinary and serves as a place from the past where you can be present.
Simpler Times follows Tyna on a heartwarming journey through her memories as she prepares to leave her childhood home.
So it's like
getting pretty full. Starting
unpacking or packing.
We want you to slow down and savor the present moment by immersing you in Taina's world.
It's apple picking season.
Or like a walking sim style.
Through visual storytelling and mindful interactions, you will journey alongside her as she delves into her past and uncovers her authentic self.
I mean, it looks like a chill game.
Taina grows closer to adulthood and you'll be there to guide her. From simple activities like picking dried leaves from a plant to more complex ones like building a birdhouse, you'll interact with objects that hold sentimental value for Taina.
I really wish I could take you with me. I'm gonna miss our duets together.
We know the world is getting faster every day. We live in it too. We wanted to create a space where
How's this more
players
interesting than the
can
AAA
slow
showcase?
down and enjoy something meaningful.
I mean, I don't know. I don't really compare them. I see them as very different.
Simpler Times stems from stories we believe
You have very
need
different
people
expectations for both as well, yeah.
Inspired by this very place we're now sitting in, the game is a reflection of the physical spaces we
I can see that actually with the window.
memories we hold dear.
I've spent so much time here looking out the window. It's hard to believe that I won't see this view for a while.
We want to build a sense of awareness and appreciation for the world around us, encouraging you to reflect on your own memories and experiences.
Simpler Times is coming soon on PC and other platforms, so make sure to wishlist on Steam and follow us on social media.
Thanks for taking the time to listen. We hope you'll enjoy playing Simpler Times as much as we enjoyed creating it. Bye!
Bye!
Alright. I mean, it looks like a very chill, like unpacking type thing with story elements. Maybe a bit some puzzle elements. Nothing too complicated though.
Can I lock them in a chest with my memories?
That's kind of the vibe I'm getting from this. Nice chill beats. Many games are good and interesting, like Cult of the Lamb. Some of them just seem pretentious to me. Yeah, you can get that. It depends. Not for everyone.
That you take become 3D worlds to explore. This is Viewfinder.
Viewfinder, okay. So you take photos and then explore the world within the photo.
Viewfinder is a difficult game to describe in words, but if you saw it, you'd immediately recognize it.
What is this place? It is a game that, gives players a lot of freedom.
I'm a simple man. Yeah, don't worry, a lot of gamers are, don't worry, Mike. Man, I swear I saw a Korok seed for a moment. I'm losing my mind. Too much Zelda. That's cool.
Hang on, did you just shift reality? Sick.
What makes it unique is the central mechanic where you're using a camera and pictures to reshape and reconfigure the world around you.
So you can use it to solve puzzles.
In creative ways.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that.
It's such a unique experience, and I think everybody is just gonna have a different experience of how they play Viewfinder, and that's just a really nice thing to it.
A perfect fit. An elegant solution.
Got the cat on the side there as well. I think that was a cat.
That doesn't look right.
Oh, and then you can rewind. It's like a cool game to play in VR. Oh, you can rotate them as well.
Take reality too.
Yeah, apparently.
If I was to compare Viewfinder to other games, I'd say it's like the gameplay of Portal combined with the visual illusions of Super
I feel like I've
Mario
seen-
or Antechamber. People have also compared it to The Witness and Manifold Garden and various other first-person puzzle games.
I've had a lot of those games. I don't remember what they're like, but I've seen something similar to this before. I have. I feel like.
The whole concept
That's
when we
neat.
started is that
I like how they can
when
just
you
fall
actually
out.
create something, you do destroy a lot of things, and that's just a very important lesson in creation.
It's cool how you actually just cut things out of the world when you do it, yeah.
By different people, and we have people from all over the world who have such a diverse and interesting cultures.
each character comes from a different culture. There's a lot of sort of culture-specific props and items and themes who you learn about, mostly through environments and environmental storytelling.
Subliminal, maybe that's the one I'm thinking of.
Try to sort of
A few of the games they mentioned I've like either played or seen.
really represent that character, who they are, what they like to do.
I'm sure you noticed by now, but using film was always Mirren's idea. One of her many passions.
No?
Leon was always fond of games.
It's just very important for us to just
I think it's a cool concept.
so that
The fact that they like take parts out of the world as well is very cool. I didn't expect them to do that at first. I thought it would just be placed on the picture.
Let's go.
Wait, yeah, you got that wavy cat.
We received a record number of submissions for this Summer Game Fest edition of Day of the Devs, but this next game didn't actually come through that process. We have eyes everywhere, and the curation team is always looking for games. This next one actually came from Twitter because the creator was posting all these amazing GIFs, and we reached out via DM and asked if we could feature the game. So here it is, this beautiful, gorgeous, hand-drawn ghost story called Haunty.
Hello everyone, my name is Leo Dasso, and I'm with
Have I seen this one?
Together we're making a game called Haunty.
Oh no, I don't think I have actually. This looks neat though. Like the animation looks really fluid.
The main mechanic in Haunty is
And the art style's very cute.
Haunt things and get access to their abilities. There's a big variety of things that you can haunt in this game. I think you'll have a lot of fun sort of exploring around and seeing what different things you can haunt.
This is definitely one to keep an eye on as well.
Abilities that they give you.
I mean, if there's demos for some of these, we'll definitely try them on stream.
Very much a twin-stick shooter. However, unlike twin-stick shooters, it focuses less on the high-intensity moments and more on finding creative ways to use the twin-stick paradigm to create fun solutions to the challenges in the game. Haunty follows the story of a ghost in the afterlife, and beyond that it really expands into a lot of ghosts in the afterlife and sort of the stories that they have.
It reminds you of Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy?
The progression and story of Haunty both center around
I don't know if I see that.
And the stars have this special ability that
Is it just like the ghost looks a bit like the Grim Reaper?
Pieces of their past life that they've left behind. The environments and characters are all carefully crafted with a 2D hand-drawn style, so there's a lot of painstaking frame-by-frame animation work in there. And we have a fantastic soundtrack.
I mean, it looks really good. Looks neat.
And so it all sort of comes together to give you this sort of tour through the afterlife, chilled out experience. If this is something you're interested in, be sure to wishlist it. It helps us out a lot.
Yeah, this looks a lot more like, I don't know, very artsy and like cute in style.
It arrived on the scene around 12 years ago, quickly became the talk of the town, and won a handful of awards, including the Seamus McNally Grand Prize at GDC's Independent Games Festival. But then, shortly afterwards, both the game and its creator vanished. That game was
You didn't like the style of that show?
a slice-of-life simulation game that put you in the shoes of various street vendors and tasked you with setting up a successful business.
I feel like there's a lot of shows like that, style-wise. I can't remember.
You'd soon find yourself making tough choices and trying to balance keeping your business afloat with the needs of your character and their families. It was a truly unique, powerful, and special game, and it's super sad that it's been unplayable now for the better part of a decade.
I missed what game you mentioned.
It's a pleasure to tell you that, lovingly restored and better than ever, Cart Life is back.
Cart Life. I don't think I've seen this game before.
Hi, I'm Nick Herman. I'm with Ad Hoc Studio, and we're here to show you Cart Life.
Huh.
Cart Life is a retail simulator developed by Richard Hoffmeyer and was originally released in 2013, where it won a bunch of awards at the Independent Games Festival. For a variety of reasons, he ended up pulling it off Steam, but all of us at Ad Hoc are such big fans of Richard's work. Now we're partnering with him to help bring it back.
I mean, 2013, so it's been a while since this first came out. I just don't remember it at all. Like 2012, 2013, that was around the time that indie games were really starting to blow up and
in Cart Life, you can play as 3 different
become like a big
characters
thing to
in
make.
any order. Each have their
Maybe a
own
little
unique
before that.
background and circumstances, but what they all have in common is that they're trying to make it as street vendors. Melanie is a recently divorced mother and has moved back into her family home with her daughter, all the while trying to establish her new coffee cart. Andres is a Ukrainian immigrant who is trying to put down roots in a new town by opening a newspaper stand. And Vinny has big dreams, but never enough money to make it happen. He's hoping that selling his homemade bagels will help turn things around for him. Managing your own
He's trying to make his own bakery.
is not an easy job. Just
Got a man in a shower who is
Cart Life, your resources are limited.
not wearing anything.
You need to take care of yourself and others, and how you prioritize the needs.
Looks like a very depressing game.
The needs of each character will determine the outcome of their stories.
Which is probably the point of the game. It's probably supposed to be depressing. That's interesting, at least.
The world of Cart Life.
You graduated high school then?
Characters who are potential customers that you'll get to know as you try to build your business. There's no right or wrong way to play this game. What players choose to do with the time that they have with each character is entirely up to them. Everyone's experience will be different based on the choices they make, what they prioritize, and even the order in which they choose to play the characters. This release is going to have a bunch of new story content, new art, updated controls and mechanics, and
Yeah, they definitely updated the graphics of the game.
With you on PC and console later this year.
Well, they've like remastered it. Alright, Cart Life. Looks interesting. Again, I didn't play it. Or like really see it when it first came out, so
Renaissance has been going on for the last couple years in games.
We'll see.
And as we get deeper into the grind revival, things are getting a little more avant-garde and daring. This next one gives you all that Tony Hawk
Avant-garde,
that you crave, but with a heavy helping of demons and brimstone.
Okay.
This is the world premiere.
I like Demons and Brimstone. It's very interesting art.
My
The
name
IT
is
sound
Gordon
reminds me of the
Wesley,
IT team.
also known as
IT
Bubble.
oh, IT
I'm
crowd.
the CEO and founder of Phantom Coast, and today we'll be talking about Hellskate.
Hellskate. Okay, this looks cool.
All right, Anton. First try.
Looks very metal. Devil May Skate.
No! That was a good combo! All right, that's it.
Too slow. Again.
Hellskate takes place in Wertheim. Here you play as Anton Falcon, a skater through and through. All Anton wants to do is skate at Wertheim's fabled beach, even if that means he has to go through the gods and monsters who will do anything to stop him and his skater friends from doing what they love most. The
I mean, it looks cool. I like the
arcade-like game
the style.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I mean, our lead game designer.
I can see Dante pulling skate moves. Yeah, I'm surprised he's not had a skateboard as a weapon in any of the games.
The idea and the far-flung land of 2002, I worked on a game called Tony Hawk Underground. And at the time we were working on it, we were thinking, man, this really looks a lot like an RPG or an action RPG. You have all these stats and you're upgrading and all this kind of stuff. It's super cool, super neat, right? But of course, we're bound to Tony Hawk. We're bound to the real pro skaters. It always seemed to me that skate graphics create and imply such an interesting world, but it's not a coherent world that you can visit. So that was one of the motivations behind Hellskate. Hellskate is a skateboarding roguelike game. It fuses together.
Oh, it's roguelike, okay.
Skateboarding with the tricks and traversal, manuals, grinds, jumps, balance meters with a roguelite structure.
Just like with other games in the roguelite genre, death is a central mechanic in the game. When you die in a run, thankfully you don't lose.
I mean, it does look kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, I'm interested in this one.
You can use to get permanent upgrades such as tattoos.
Oh, you get
or
tattoos as
skateboards
upgrades.
Act as weapons. The combat in our game can be described as a fast-paced skateboard hack and slash. While you have your light and heavy attacks, the core of the gameplay revolves around your skateboarding tricks.
The game should be quite easy for people to pick up and play. It has a combat system which is meant to be very friendly, very forgiving and rewarding, especially at the beginning. And then gradually it teaches you and ramps up the skill of skateboarding where you need it.
Yeah, no, I'm in. I'm down for Tony Hawk. I don't know, roguelike.
Look at yourself. Your wing, your arm. What do you think happens when that gets to your head?
Thank you for watching this reveal of Hellskate. Wishlisting the game would mean the world to us.
Alright, that's one to keep an eye on. Like, this boss here looks like this is very metal.
In our next game,
You have to like
Henry Halfhead,
grind
you
up
play
the
as
arm,
half a head.
hit them in the head.
That's it. That's the game. But it's so much more than that too, because
All this
you
murdering
see,
still unbased.
Henry can be many things, can be anything, in fact. He has the curious ability to be able to transform into anything he can reach. Using this peculiar power and perplexing form, you'll live the life of the title character, navigating sandbox situations crafted by Zurich-based developers Lululu Entertainment, and in so doing, maybe ponder the philosophical questions. Who is? How is? What does it mean to be Henry Halfhead?
Welcome.
Okay.
May I introduce you to Henry? Henry's not just anyone. If they're anything, they're, well, everything.
Okay.
Henry can transform into everything in their reach. Yes, everything. And that's how they manage their daily life. The familiar noise of Henry's alarm clock
Looks like a very chill puzzle game, I guess.
It will keep ringing until Henry gets up and calms the nervous, quivering machine.
This looks like every Scribble.io or Gothic phone character that I draw.
At least half awake, Henry is ready for their morning routine, which they usually start by making their bed.
Wait, what does the automod do?
Staying in bed is tempting, but only leads to regret later. Henry knows that if you want to change the world, you have to start off by making your own bed. Completing this simple task in the morning gives Henry a little bit of pride and the feeling of control over their life. With part of the morning routine done, Henry was ready to freshen up.
You have to actually turn into the door to open it. Honestly, this looks neat. It looks like a very chill, goofy game.
For hours, Henry could sit there, lifting the seat up and down, pretending it was a singing mouth.
You got that alongside like the narration, the narrator. Kind of give him the like Stanley Parable sort of
It's actually great for their
vibe. I wonder if the narration complains if you don't do stuff as well. Oh, the duck's in there.
That got all the dirt. Henry should now dry themselves. All clean and dry, Henry is now ready for a proper breakfast. Breakfast with a warm beverage is important, and so is keeping up with the news.
I hope there's like other silly stuff you can do within these levels.
That's all for now. Have a wonderful day.
Untitled Halfhead game. Nose, just the nose on every and just I don't know.
Can make from beans. The candy of nature.
No.
Well fed and well informed, Henry has to get ready.
Don't know if you guys can hear the noise he's making. Oh, you have to be the toast.
If Henry takes their lunchbox and leaves now, they can catch the 8 o'clock bus.
I don't know how I feel about cold toast.
Play Henry's not-so-ordinary everyday life in co-op mode. Henry, everyday life with a twist.
Wait, was the knife trying to attack him while I was the apple? Or did I miss you for a moment?
Our next game is from Jeppe Carlsen, a creator who's perhaps best well known for his work.
That one looked interesting anyway.
On Limbo and Inside.
Okay.
We had the honor of working with him to publish 2 of his solo projects as part of Double Fine Presents. Rhythm action platformer 140 and co-op arcade shooter Thoth. 2 of the most fiendishly well-designed and fun puzzle games I've ever played that truly give you a sense for and appreciation of Jeppe's contributions to those Playdead titles. His new game sees him teaming back up with Jakob Schmidt, composer of 140, and applying his trademark puzzle skills to a beautiful, mind-bending adventure game. This is Cocoon.
Hello, I'm
Cocoon.
Jakob, co-founder and audio director of Geometric Interactive in Copenhagen. I would like to show you what our amazing team has been working on for the last couple of years. Our game, Cocoon.
This looks very nice. Again, lead designer of Inside and Limbo is definitely gives me a lot of interest in this. It's already a really nice looking game. I like the style already. Oh no, the Space Onion.
Cocoon is an adventure game with multiple worlds, and each of these worlds are contained within an orb. Let me demonstrate by jumping out of the world which we are currently exploring.
Oh, that's a really neat transition.
We are now in a world outside.
Yeah, it's very stylish.
The orange orb here contains the world we were previously exploring.
Okay.
Let's jump out one more time.
Okay.
We are now in a world even further outside and can explore this world using the orange
Feels like the Men in Black ending. Just playing with whole universes.
Orbs can be placed on switches to power devices and solve puzzles.
Zonai looking device. This is very cool. I like it.
And you can even throw them into pipes.
Like it looks it's very stylish and looks very smooth. Yeah, no, I think this one's there's a lot of good ones in here to look out for.
You can use the hierarchy of worlds within worlds to solve interesting puzzles. For example, to safely avoid this moving barrier,
You just
simply
top
jump
welds.
out of the world. Let it pass by.
Oh, and you can kind of see the laser down there as well. He did just steal a planar dimension.
Now, Cocoon is not only about exploration and puzzles.
Boss fight?
Within each world, you have to face a mighty guardian.
Yep.
Here is a first glimpse of one of these encounters.
How do they do combat in this game? Oh, okay. They're like mines you drop on it? Or like swaps forms. Oh, does it like shift dimensions? Is that what that is? So you can only hit it when it like tries to come into this dimension. That's cool. More interesting than the other games in the Game Fest, to be honest. I mean, it is very interesting. I think there's been a few interesting ones Game Fest so far.
We hope you look forward to exploring the mysterious worlds of Cocoon, releasing later this year on Steam, Xbox, PlayStation,
Oh, bit of a
and
yawn.
Nintendo Switch.
Alright, well there we go, Cocoon. That's very cool looking.
And now, I'm pleased to bring you a title from French-Canadian developer Impossible. In this relaxing artistic exploration game, you play a painter with a watercolor brush and a whole city to explore. This game is more than appropriate for Day of the Devs Summer Game Fest edition because its title, Été, in French,
No, she said the F word.
translates to the word
It's okay, it's French-Canadian, it's only half French, don't worry.
And I'm the creative
Well,
director
maybe that's
at
worse for you.
Impossible. We are a small Montreal-based indie studio working on our first title, Été.
Oh, did you collect it now? Okay. A lot of these games so far have been like very relaxing looking, you know?
With every surface acting like a blank canvas, just waiting for you to fill it with color. Été means summer in French, because it's set in our French-speaking hometown of Montreal, Canada, as you step
The game title is in French.
traveling abroad for, well, the summer. This is a game for people who love pure exploration. You're free to roam open city scenes at your own pace, following your curiosity, getting sidetracked, and discovering secrets along the way.
Can you pet the dog? Can you paint the dog and pet it? Okay, you can. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
You'll extract its color as droplets of experience, and as you level up, you'll become
Okay.
able to unleash larger splashes of paint that reveal a bigger part of the world at once.
That's what you mean by pretentious. I can see what you mean by stuff like that. I don't know, it seems like a very relaxing game.
You'll also meet plenty of locals, taking part in their lighthearted, everyday anecdotes, and some of them will even commission artworks from you.
Not everything could be killing Doom Demons, okay, Mike?
Using your bike, you can travel quickly back to your apartment and paint.
There's definitely a trend of a lot of like very relaxing, you know, kind of chill, don't think about them artsy games. You do get a lot of those games. We've got a few in this so far. But they all look chill.
You can create gorgeous watercolor artworks using anything you've discovered in your expedition so far. Stamps on your canvas can be freely moved, resized, rotated in 3D, and even recolored. The canvas is pretty much your sandbox that lets you put your own spin on commissions. And if you're feeling inspired, you can paint as many creative artworks as you like without any kind of limitation. With hundreds of unlockable stamps at your disposal and dozens of commissions to inspire you, the only limit really is your imagination.
That's cute.
Apart from living your best life as the friendly neighborhood painter, you'll also get to meet other like-minded artists, like Marianne, an ambitious photographer, and
Okay.
Theo, a talented musician, among many others. If you manage to befriend them, maybe they'll let you in on their best-kept secret, an abandoned building that could become your very own painting studio. But you'll have to dive into that story for yourself.
Oh, it looks cute.
It is coming out.
Did you hear about My House?
And we hope you'll enjoy
No,
your
what is
adventures
My House?
as a traveling
Wad?
painter in this lovingly crafted, whimsical summer world.
I mean, it looks
Hi,
cute.
everybody. How are you liking the show so far? This is the time where we take a brief break to talk about the long and complicated process by which we accept games into the nominating committee and all
I
the
kind
legal
of need a break, not gonna lie.
ramifications and technical rules that go with the accounting of the.
Tim, sorry. I thought that, yeah, I thought I was doing something here too.
Does that mean I don't get a break?
Hey, Kelly from Indie Mega Booth here with a very exciting announcement. We're back.
It's like a Doom map. That's a whole psychological horror game.
Indie games, you may have
Okay.
seen the Indie Mega Booth.
Interesting.
Shows like PAX West and PAX East
Might have to
over
look
the
at
last
that.
decade, bringing together a curated selection of the best up-and-coming indie titles. Games like Crypt of the Necrodancer, Tunic, Disco Elysium,
All very
Spirit
good games.
Mirror, Celeste, Mini
Celeste as
Metro,
well.
Astroneer, The Stanley Parable, and Papers, Please have all been part of the Indie Mega Booth community. If you're a dev, you'll likely know us from our industry work, such as our GDC showcases, our presence at Bit Summit, our global outreach and events, including a robust scholarship and grant program. And if you've never heard of any of this, well, that's fine. Just think of us as like a stepping stone into the games industry, where folks who love indie games can connect with each other, discover new games, and be part of a welcoming, diverse, broad, creative community. Indie Mega Booth has been in hibernation during the pandemic, but we were so excited to announce
If you decide to play Dot Split, yeah, don't worry, I won't.
Slumber, and we're ready to move forward with
I'll definitely mark it down.
Head on over to our brand new website, indiemegabooth.com, and be Indie Know by signing up for our newsletter. Learn about new games, upcoming shows.
I've seen Indie Mega Booth stuff in like,
and the best ways to
well, in the background of cons, whenever I've watched cons.
As we've always said,
because I've never been to one myself.
Together, we're mega.
We have another world premiere for y'all. And
World
it's
premiere.
Really
oh.
thematically appropriate for this showcase. You'll see why in a second.
Is it an indie game? Is that why?
Amazing studio called Man and Sea. They're famous for the Alto series that you know and love, but this next one is not what you're expecting from them. It'll be herding your way. It'll be flocking your way.
Okay.
No, I like herding. It'll be herding your way next year. It's called Summerhill. It's about sheep.
Okay.
Hi there, my name is
Henry
Halfhead, and I'm the founder and creative director of Land and Sea. We're a small team from the UK, best known as the developers of the Alto's Adventure series. Now, over the last few
I actually
years,
didn't see this.
growing the team and laying the groundwork for our most ambitious project yet. It's an entirely new IP that aims to build on the themes that we care about most as a studio. And we're super excited to be able to share this exclusive first teaser with you today. So please take a look, and I'll be back at the end to tell you more.
Alright, I'm in. It's a UK studio, so I'm in. Yeah, I didn't see any about Alto's Odyssey or Alto's Adventure. This looks very nice, though. Is this like a puzzle game about herding sheep? Is that what we're going for here? It's a very nice looking game. The art style is very cool. I like the art direction on this. Yeah, so it's just about heading sheep into the gate, I suppose, and then I imagine it gets more and more complicated. Folktale about life, loss, and livestock. Alright.
We hope you enjoyed this first look at our brand new game, Summerhill. To give you a little bit more detail, Summerhill is a story-driven puzzle game in which you play as a young shepherd and their dog.
Yeah.
Together you'll be setting out to rescue your lost flock that have been scattered across the mysterious land that lies at the border.
Oh, that looks cool.
Summerhill brings together gentle problem solving, fluid herding-based gameplay, and striking pastoral landscapes to tell a timeless coming-of-age.
Gorgeous. It does have a very gorgeous art style.
As a team, we've been massively inspired by the rich history and cultural impact of sheep herding across the world. There are few people or places that haven't been impacted in some small way by the practice of shepherding. Even the name, Summerhill, is a name often given to highland pastures where sheep are taken to graze during the warmest months of the year.
See, I thought it would all be in Highlands, but like, they had that other screenshot and it looked very interesting.
To this timeless tradition and tell a story that could only be told in this way. We're also super excited to be working again with our longtime collaborator, Todd Baker.
Scotland Simulator.
Todd is a composer and audio designer best known for his work on games
Not quite.
like Valley 2, Dreams, and our very own Alto's Odyssey. We can't wait to share more with you, so if you'd like to be the first to hear about what we're up to,
I haven't had
please
Nine Brew
head
in a
over to
while.
our Steam page to wishlist the game, or go
Maybe I'll
to
get Nine Brew tomorrow.
summerhill.game to join our mailing list. Thanks again, and we look forward to sharing more with you again soon.
Yeah, honestly, it's a really nice looking game.
Next up, we have an update on Eternites. This is from Studio Psy, essentially a one-person team with a few friends.
Eternites, I don't think I've heard of before. Oh.
Now, you've heard a lot about this title.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Greg. I know I shouldn't be interrupting Day of the Devs. But it's urgent.
Okay.
The virus has turned most of us into... I don't know how much
We're breaking the fourth wall.
It won't be easy, and the road will be long, but who knows? Maybe we'll find one more thing worth fighting for. Eternites is a dating action game that takes adrenaline-fueled combat and mixes
Dating
it
action
together
game,
with a
okay.
heartfelt love story.
It shouldn't surprise me, actually.
Sometimes, with all these infected, it's too much. And it's during these moments that I'm happy to have someone to lean on. Fighting for our lives, solving puzzles, exploring dungeons.
It does look kind of fun, I'm not gonna lie.
Someone special by your side to make things less scary. So...
But also a constant reminder of how lonely I am.
Did you just shush me?
It looks like, I don't know, maybe they're taking elements of like Persona, maybe? That's what it looks like. It's probably taking inspiration from.
Have you ever passed a note
Oh.
to your crush?
No.
I mean...
I went to an all-boys school.
You can just fight for friendship. That's cool and not...
Wow, we are so cheesy.
Yeah, this is definitely one of those, you got jump scared by that.
Can help you unlock unique skills and...
Definitely like a, hey, remember you're alone, and you always will be.
So yeah, you can fight monsters, explore dungeons, date. I mean,
You get a glowing hand as well.
many things like train, scavenge, date. Did I say date twice? Anyway, you have to manage and balance all these activities if you want to save the world.
I think you can date in this game, by the way, guys.
Cool. Bye.
Save your dates. September 2023. Well, there we go.
Wish list now.
What if we don't want to date her? Can we date the other dude? I have no idea, Bailey.
Comes a nostalgia.
You know what? We'll look at it. We'll look into it, okay?
That demystifies electronics engineering and allows you to share your creations with the community.
Hello everyone, I'm Marco Bancale from Evil Licorice, and I'm one of the designers of Retro Gadgets.
I don't know. I think we can date in that. I think you can date in that game, maybe. This looks like another like chill puzzle game.
Forever to build something like this. I love the feeling of seeing something happening on a screen like this one when I rotate the knob or I press the buttons. And this is where the idea for Retro Gadgets comes from, is to being able to build digital gadgets with little effort. We love Pico 8 by Lexaloff because it brings you this retro environment where you can build your own games in Lua. And we also love Shenzhen.io by Zachtronics because it managed to teach you low-level programming effortlessly. And Retro Gadgets tries to take the best of both worlds and adds a layer of
The little Game Boy.
building and customization. All this is packaged in a cozy and retro-inspired environment. We have a fantastic community, and people have been creating.
Yeah, it's like
insane
PC building sim, but for like retro
well
gadgets.
beyond our initial expectations. So please join our Discord server and check them out. Retro Gadgets is in early access on Steam, and we have big plans in store. Bye.
Yeah, it looks nice. Well, you know, looks like a fun one. Just a nice chill, build some retro gadgets type game.
Over on one of its missions, you very well may have become fascinated by one of the hyper-specific contraptions and gadgets it keeps on board to measure soil samples and hunt for traces of water. Our next game poses a very important question, though. Sure, curiosity can tell us the weather on a planet millions of miles away, but can it deliver a pizza? In Mars First Logistics from Shape Shop, you'll be given the task of carrying awkwardly shaped objects from point A to point B by assembling and piloting your very own Mars rovers. And in doing so, perhaps you will solve the pepperoni-based problems that truly matter.
Hello, I'm Ian McClarty from Shape Shop. We're a small team based in Melbourne, Australia, and we're making this game.
And they really like
Mars
pizza,
First
apparently.
Logistics. In Mars First Logistics, you'll be helping to establish a colony on the surface of Mars. You'll do this by transporting often awkwardly shaped objects between A and B, using vehicles that you
This also
design
looks
and
interesting.
build yourself.
Like, actually, like, building your own stuff is cool. And you have to pick up and deliver pizzas with this? I don't know. Hey, Lego for logistics. Yeah, no, this looks cool. It's not like Lego, it's like the, what's the other one called? Those, like, block specific. Oh, no, no, oh, that's the pizza's ruined.
As you complete deliveries, the game
How could you do
will give
this?
new toys to play with.
Like cubics or something? What are they called? Can't believe they disrespect a pizza like that, you know? I mean, yeah, this one also looks really fun. I like the idea of just, like, building your own weird device.
The game is set in a vast open world, and you're free to pick and choose which jobs you'd like to take on. There's a mix of procedurally generated side
It looks similar to
jobs
Besiege
and
or Besieged,
handcrafted main
whatever the name was. I'm actually not sure
In
what
the
you're
main
talking about.
contracts, you'll be helping
I might
to
have seen it before.
construct new buildings in the game's world. One of the main challenges in the game is figuring out how to pick up each item and deliver it safely to its destination using the parts that you have available.
Death Stranding 2 is looking good, guys. Seems educational too. I mean, yeah, I'm sure you can, like,
And as you build up your collection of parts,
I don't know.
more creative options will become available
Oh,
to you.
you make a man with a
And I think
mustache.
a lot of the fun in the game
Very nice.
is just messing around and being creative in its editor.
You wanted Death Stranding, you wanted Kojima, there it is. Mike, you've been waiting. You just dive into the pool, okay?
And finally, I'm really excited to announce that Mars First Logistics will be launching into Steam Early Access on the 22nd of June. That's just 2
Okay.
weeks away. And
Yeah,
we're
that
really
is-
looking forward to seeing what everyone builds in the game. Thank you.
There we go. That was cute.
You'd
That one
think
looks
the
interesting.
aftermath of a worldwide flood would be pretty bleak, right? Well, UK and Denmark-based studio Die Gute Fabrik has a different take. From the studio
what?
that brought you Mutazione and Sports Friends comes the all-new adventure set in the sprawling post-flood world of Salt Sea. The adventure unfolds differently with every decision, so there's always something new to see in your next playthrough. So buckle your swashes and get ready for the world premiere of the stylish, seaworthy Salt Sea Chronicles.
Didn't understand half those words. The studio name took me out of it for a second.
Hello. We are Die Gute Fabrik.
Okay.
I'm Hannah Nicklin from Die Gute Fabrik, and we made Salt Sea Chronicles.
Die
We're
Gute
super
Fabrik,
stoked to
I can
show
say
you
it.
the world premiere of Salt Sea Chronicles today. It's a flooded world, story-driven adventure game where you play as a ship's whole crew.
Okay. And this also looks cute.
At the beginning of the game, you're going to.
It looks like it's a lot of point-and-click elements.
Captain has gone missing, and together your ragtag crew are going to heist a ship and set out across the Salt Sea Archipelago
Yeah.
in search of clues. In each chapter of the game, you'll decide where to head next, who to explore with from the crew when you get there, and what to say to the people that you meet along the way.
I feel like I need to pause and take a break at some point, I'm not gonna lie.
By beautiful animation, and each location is built on the fragments of this world that came before. Our art team have really done an incredible job. One of my favourite locations is called Los Gatos, and on that island, the people there live symbiotically with this community of cats.
Yep.
As you explore, you'll find a brand new trick-taking card game designed especially for the world of Saltsea. It's a really good way to sort of take a break from the story. It's called Spoils, and you can play it all over the archipelago, and you might discover how each community has slightly different house rules. Another thing we're super proud of is our exploration system. So we're sort of done away with the walk of shame in adventure games. So if you miss a clue, instead of sort of slowly traipsing to the other end of the island, you're just going to tap the shoulder button on your controller or select a screen span arrow to move almost instantaneously across a space. It allows us to lay the story down away from a linear path much more organically. Saltsea Chronicles doesn't tell a story about a hero. It's a story.
It feels like this could be on like.
And how you navigate the world together.
They could like have this on mobile as well.
Turn is going to be rich and amusing and strange, maybe.
I mean, it looks nice. It does look good. It looks like they could have this on every platform if they wanted to, though. Doesn't look too intense.
Storytelling too. So while you might be new to the world of Saltsea, you'll know that you're in a Scooby-Doo
No caravan
chapter,
from New
or a
Vegas.
Romeo and Juliet chapter, or a detective one.
I mean, I don't know. I've not paid attention to that, Mike.
Choices and meaningful moments too. Our writer's room of award-winning storytellers have done an incredible job. We're so delighted to share Saltsea Chronicles with you all today, and I can't wait
I kind of see what you mean.
to explore the rich world, get to know the wonderful characters, and to hear what paths you chart when you.
But I mean, what do I know?
All right, this next game, sorry. Tim keeps texting. Let's see.
Okay.
Oh, Tim wants me to read something. Apologies, but this seems important.
We did have
I
cats.
love most about Day of the Devs, says Tim, as me as Tim, I don't know.
Would you guys be good if I like paused it and took a break?
I love hearing them describe their games and their creative process.
It would mean we'd be like 10 minutes behind the stream.
I wish I could be a fly on the wall, eavesdropping all their private conversations, all their ups and downs, their triumphs and tribulations, while making a real video game over the course
You go
of
stream stay.
Too bad there's no way to do it. Or is there? This is actually pretty cool. Two-Player Productions was embedded with Double Fine for the course of 7 years while they were making Psychonauts 2.
The show
and they made a
should almost be over. I think it ends in like 14 minutes, but then we have the Volvo Digital one right after.
And all the things that happen in game development that never really gets documented because who has access like this? So here's a very quick sneak peek at their incredibly long series. We highly encourage you to watch this thing. It's amazing.
So what's next?
Psychonauts 2. To get to the dollar amount we're talking about, it's probably going to take financing from a lot of different avenues.
Or is this like the Double Fine documentary?
Tim's just going to start taking our.
I think I saw something about this.
So there's a ton of stuff going on right now. It's kind of breaking me. But you know, it's fun. It'll be really rewarding when it's done.
Those farm points. If we do, you know what? We'll take a break before the Volvo Digital one. I'll pause it. We will be 10 minutes behind, but you know, it's not that big of a deal. I don't want to miss anything. Double Fine Psych Odyssey. All episodes, so yeah, I guess it's just like a documentary on the production.
Or to just hear about Day of the Devs in general, go to dayofthedevs.com for more info.
Thank you to all the incredible sponsors that have been with us since the very beginnings of.
Maybe they'll give us a 10-minute break in between.
11 years. We could not pay for any of this without these sponsors.
I think all the games we saw though were really cute. Everyone looks interesting. There's a few I want to keep an eye on, and maybe we'll do on indie game nights at some point. Especially if a demo for it drops.
We appreciate you. We couldn't do this without you. Thank you. Thank you again to the incomparable Dose One. He's been supplying the beats for all the transitions between all these amazing games ever since we started doing these digital showcases for Day of the Devs.
Be copyright free. Be copyright free.
Amongst heroes. Go check out his music. It's amazing. Hell, Just One is incredible. Thank you for watching Day of the Devs yet again. If you're looking for more information or you just want to subscribe to the coolest newsletter in all the land, go to dayofthedevs.com. The URL on your screen. Follow us on social media. We got more coming up this year. Thank you to our friend Jeff Keighley. The Summer Game Fest showcase was amazing. We're so happy to be a part of Summer Game Fest for these last many years. Definitely stick around. We're not completely done yet. We have a musical performance featuring the sounds of New Caledonia, thanks to our friends who made the game Chia. It's worth it. It's really fucking cool. Happening right now.
Okay, I'm gonna take a break here on this, guys.